speed, check the brakes. If it moves in plastic, we talking about it.
Actually go outside and use them. What would you prefer? Yellow spandex?
Welcome to the channel.
Damn!
Welcome to the channel. Breaking toy news like a siren in the night. Posting figures fresh out the factory.
You think you're funny, don't you?
Toy
I know I am. The famous comedian Arnold Braunschweiger.
Decepticons scheming, hit a battle call. Maximus rise, Bruticus attack. Beast Wars energy, yeah, we bring it back.
Did you see anything? No, sir. I didn't see you playing with your doll.
Loki's on
Good.
deck, yeah, they switching the game. Dr. Woo, magic, shell presence wild. From box to bricks, still a toy loving child. G.I. Joe locked in, Cobra strike back. Astro slinging Baroness, yeah, the plot stay stacked. Marvel legends pose like heroes in frames. Superheroes saving days, yeah, they live up the name. Imports on deck, joints straight from Japan. Every figure tell a story when it's hit in my hand. This ain't just toys, it's a culture we see. Plastic,
well, I'll tell you, nobody handles garbage better than we do.
Online, we talk and we break it. Every single time, this ain't just toys, it's a culture we see. Plastic,
You don't remember?
For you, the day bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday. What are you smiling about?
Dude, I almost had you.
Moving news rolling like a midnight reel. Box office numbers and what critics feel. From trailers to theory, breakdowns on screen, discussing what it means and what could have been. Men on films, vibes, talk cinema deep.
And welcome to Men on Films, the show that looks at movies from a male point of view.
Closing part, reviews with flavor, not scared of debate. If it's fire, we praise it. If not,
Hated it.
stay. Yeah, we talk movies the proper way.
I don't remember.
Dude, that's like a porno.
That's such an old movie.
Yeah, right.
Buzzing online, we talk and we break it every single time. This ain't just toys, it's a culture we see. From plastic to pictures, yeah, we give you the feel.
Left cheek, left cheek, left cheek.
We talk and we break it every single time.
Welcome to me being small. Here we go. Another episode of Well, Actually. I'd like to thank everybody for joining. We are the only show on YouTube that values the opinions of other YouTubers. Kinda. But let's get this shit started. First off, where's our returning champion? Is he here? The heel. King of the soft goods, Mr. Gibbs, welcome to the show. How are you doing, sir?
Woo! Pretty good, man. How are you?
I'm doing well.
What do we got going on?
Not much.
Hearing some fireworks. Is very festive. You know, everything's going on.
Yeah. I hear some booms every now and then, but nothing.
It's either that or gunshots. I don't know which one it is.
Right.
Could be both.
And you know what? Before he comes in, Sneaky Figures has become a channel member, and let's just give him the new asset.
I know you seen me on the video.
True.
I know you found me on the socials too.
True.
Now you're finally here. I got your attention.
Forget all the noise and the random opinions. We're talking bots, heroes, movies all week. Toy news dropping every day you peep, no pressure. Just glad you're hanging around. Super chats and members keep this community strong.
Sneaky, welcome to the show.
Yo, I'm liking that. You got me that Junior Mafia intro. Let's go. Let's go.
About as well as you could get Junior Mafia without getting that copyright strike.
Right?
Be close these days.
Next up, the guy that has all the stats but no wins yet. You know him. You love him because he gets points, right? House Hendo, welcome to the show.
Your favorite underdog is back, y'all. Like the U.S. men's team, we breaking records since 2002.
And then last but not least, I hope this guy pays attention to the Septicast because there's some topics tonight that he might have some knowledge in. He is the king of the giveaways. You find him almost every night, either streaming or behind the scenes. He is the owner operator of the Figure Fight Club. Abi, welcome.
The reason why third-party figures go sold out.
There's some music on this show. I don't like it.
I fucking dance or something, man. I don't know.
Does not get buzz.
There's no entrances or anything. Come on.
You mean like yeah. You're used to your
exactly
intro music.
Abi's such a prima donna. He wants to
flowers on
You bougie ass.
I want flowers. I want the red carpet and everything. Come on, bro.
Throwing it out.
Well, we do have another new member.
Gibbs is doing it already.
Abi, that might be your nemesis come next week. The way you've been talking shit in the chat.
Whoa.
The rivalry.
We're good.
I like to welcome Pastor to membership. I appreciate it. And let's get you one of the assets.
Say hi, Daddy. Say hi, Daddy. Hi, Daddy.
Whose goddamn white baby is that?
This is your baby, okay? He's just light-skinned. Mm-hmm.
That one might be mine. That one right there. I'm not totally sure. Just because you name him Darren don't mean he belonged to Darren. But I don't care what this baby's name is. This baby is rice-skinned, but not light-skinned. That is a white child. That is Caucasian from the mountains of Caucasus.
Damn Chechen babies.
And we already got a Plastic Boy Wonder in the chat. I guess Sneaky Bobby's his tag partner, so he's going after you.
Wolfpack in the house.
Oh.
Thanks for hopping in, Billy Boy. Before we get started, let's if there's anybody new here, we have rules. Kind of rules.
We have rules on this show?
Yeah, there's rules. So we have news stories, figures to buy and sell, and as what it is, each person will get a chance to make their voices heard. Throw out opinions, because opinions can be right or wrong. They don't have to, this is all about opinion. So if they have a good
Obvious maybe. I'll give them maybe.
If they have a good opinion, they get 1 to 2 points. That's how they earn points. But if there's talking over each other or really shitty points, there will be a mute enforced, and they will lose 3 points. And then in between rounds, we have a chat boost where I'll throw a poll up in the chat. You guys can vote who you want to vote for. And at the end of the poll, they'll get 5 bonus points. And that's pretty much it. It's like I said, it's all opinion-based point system, and I'm the judge, so they have to impress me. Let's you guys ready to get this started? Any questions?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
I'll figure it out as I go. Let's go.
Well, Smudge did okay. I mean, he got thrown to the wolves. But let's start off with headlines.
I love the bass on this thing. It's made my
the first story this week was kind of a doozy. If you pay any attention, you don't even have to be a huge video game fan to know who Bungie is. But they cleaned house. But this isn't their first house cleaning. They removed over 220 employees from the studio. Gibbs, I know you love corporate America and some of these fuckers. What are your thoughts?
It's again. do whatever these companies want to do, and we as the consumer have to eat it. And it's always going to be that way until we stop giving them our money and just them laying people off. Do you think the CEO is going to take a pay cut at the end of the year so these people could keep their jobs? No, they have no shame. They don't want to have shame. They want money for their stockholders, and they want number go up, and that's all they care about. And consumer be damned, player be damned, employees be damned. This is just how they roll. They lost money from Bungie, and now they're going to make the consumer eat the cost.
Avi, what are your thoughts on what Bungie?
I get what you're saying, but you have to look at the other side of things. You know, Bungie worked on Destiny 2, and that was supposed to be their big money maker, and they lost it. The fans, the market, didn't buy into it. They didn't generate enough revenue, and that caused a lot of problems. Listen, a company needs to stay alive, otherwise it folds. The customer base goes away, and the employees go away. So what do? You have to get rid of costs. And a lot of people don't see that side of things. You know, you don't see, like, the CEOs, yes, they're taking hits too. Dude, they could get fucking fired. It's not just that they don't care. They do care because it's under them, right? When a legacy of a company goes down under, they're fucked. They'll never get hired again by another big major company. And you have to understand that. And they're looking at this. Trust me. And that pressure is there. That's a lot of pressure there. And, you know, didn't Bungie get bought out by PlayStation or Sony?
Yeah.
So Sony is now in this agreement of buying the studios. Sony has their own guidelines they're putting on Bungie, saying, "Hey, you have to meet these demands. If you don't meet these demands, you have to cut stuff," and they have to follow that because again, it's now under new ownership. The CEO for Bungie doesn't have a fucking option. What?
No, just finish your point.
All I'm saying is. Yes, it sucks that they laid off people, but again, if you want the company to completely go away, don't buy their shit, and that's fine. They'll go away.
Sneaky, you can kick in after Gibbs. Go ahead, Gibbs.
Hey, real quick. Avi, who owns Microsoft?
Who owns Microsoft?
Yeah, like, and how much money do they generate every year? We have to keep these fucking CEOs held accountable for their bad decisions. That's all it is.
Not every company is Microsoft.
This is not the developer's decision. This never should be. It's always a higher mid-level manager asshole that goes to another asshole that says, "Hey, I can make this much more money for our company," and when it fails, everybody else gets the brunt of it.
You're not wrong in that situation because there's assholes everywhere. But again, the person who came up with that plan is going to get laid off too. Trust me.
God, I hope so. I hope so.
I live in fucking corporate America. I see that shit all the time. I've seen layoffs. I've seen all that stuff.
$4 billion for Bungie, and they made trash. Marathon.
The issue is they had so many delays. They had problems, right? And when you have these delays and you're not meeting demand, you have a problem. And the problem is they hired a bunch of fucking people. That's the issue. Bungie hired a bunch of people, and they were like, okay, we'll make the money later. They never made the money later. That's where the issue is because the customers didn't buy in.
Sneaky, what you wanted to make?
Yeah, I mean, from the get-go, this whole Sony and Bungie was just a bad marriage from the beginning. Apparently, Bungie had crazy projections for what they can bring to Sony, and Sony bought into it. So it's kind of bad on both ends. But also, Sony wanted all these live action or live service games. So they were trying to make The Last of Us online. They were trying to do all kinds of stuff. God of War online. And, you know, it sounds cool on paper, but these are all similar type of games. And even if they end up being successful, you know, they're going to start cannibalizing each other. And that's kind of like what's happened in Destiny, in my opinion. Because
wasn't Bungie trying to make Marathon? That was supposed to be their big hit wonder, and that failed tremendously.
And that's where they're focusing on now. Now that Destiny 2 is over with all these layoffs, Sony's telling Bungie, hey, you know, now you got to just focus on Marathon and try to, you know, save the game. But, you know, again, this was just bad on both ends, in my opinion. I never thought this was going to work. Bungie should have stayed an independent company, in my opinion. But, you know, they bid a little bit more than they can chew. and Sony fell for it. And again, it's bad on both ends.
All right.
I mean,
Well, also we can look at what departments. I agree with what Sneaky says, and a little bit of both Avi and Gibbs. But also, let's look at the departments: quality assurance, marketing. These are all the departments that were going to war with people that were disagreeing with games and updates. All right, this is like a combination of not only a bad marriage between a giant corporation and a studio that should have tried to truck it on their own, given crazy projections. This is also about a company that attacked its own player base and drove people to indie studios. All these big corporations bought these small studios. These small studios got huge heads, gave them bullshit numbers, and then tried acting like they could grab any demographic off the map to make up for the players they're chasing away with their decisions because they had big corporate money backing them.
I mean,
so it's also like a corporate Darwinism like effect, like Avi's saying, like you gotta cut off some things to evolve and survive. And these people definitely made themselves the weak link because people have been talking about bubble and gaming for years now. There's too much money going around. The studio's not making that returns. Like mass games that have bigger budgets than fucking Hollywood movies.
I get that, but this round of cuts was not. I guarantee you, this was not Bungie. This was Sony.
Oh yeah,
Sony came in and put pressure.
Oh yeah, they probably saw all the bullshit.
You fucked this over. And
they got to get some return on that. What, $4 billion they squandered?
But give it less than 6 months to a year. Bungie is no longer existing. It's going to go.
Well, shareholders are pissed, especially since we're talking about Sony. We're talking about an Eastern company. Yes, they have Sony America, but we're talking about like Japanese, and Southeast Asian investors. They don't play this bullshit. They'll play whatever narrative you want as long as it sells. If it's not selling game projections, they're probably the loudest voice in Sony coming down like cut shit.
I get what you're saying there. I mean, but again, like I guarantee you, 6 months to a year, Bungie's non-existent anymore. It's going to be all under Sony's platform.
Gibbs,
agree.
Gibbs, finish this off.
The catalog.
Is that it?
Am I ready?
Yeah.
No.
Finish this up. Move on.
Well, this is a little topper from a few weeks ago when I was on with Talib 1980 Collects. I don't know if you guys watch it or not, or we would be having the same. You would remember this space and the same conversation that we're having now. Plastic Boy Wonder said, "I think that they'll smarten up. We need Destiny 3. It's also what the fans want. You can't deny that many people playing that game."
Did you just bring the transcript up for the last time we talked about Bungie?
Well, it's not making numbers. You gotta remember,
Destiny 3 probably will not come out.
Psychopath.
Yeah, and all these big companies, these big corporations, they match it into the market.
Or one of their DLCs, and that'll be it.
I mean, no one's bouncing on 2 right now. Destiny 2 it's a failing project at this point. So no one's buying it. The consumer base is not buying it. You gamers are not buying it. So what is the point of having it? What's the point of even continuing the legacy of Destiny at this point?
I do. Well, Avi, brother, I said the same shit 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
So did I, because we should be talking about like the end of Destiny 5. They killed the opportunity to make Destiny a legacy. They locked it in 2 for over a decade.
Mm-hmm. Well, so you guys are talking about one big corporation. Let's move on to the next one. And how do you win gamers good graces? Price increases of systems that are on the decline. Sneaky, start us off with what's going on here with Microsoft.
I mean, it's not just Microsoft. We're seeing it from all the companies. The whole RAM shortage, caused by the AI data centers. RAM comes up all the time with high shortages. So it does suck to see these prices go up, but yeah, it's not just Xbox. I mean, we talked about the Steam machine, a few shows ago, and they were initially trying to get that price around $600-700, but the base model is like $1,000. So it sucks. And the thing that's probably going to suck even more is, this RAM shortage might go on until 2028, and they're saying that there might even be more price increases. But once we get the RAM shortage taken care of, I don't think we're going to see much of a price drop. Personally, it's like the COVID effect with all the the shortages of products.
Better watch out. Sneaky Gibbs is writing this down.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. Yeah, so like this is round 2 of component tag. All right, when crypto got big, GPUs went out the fucking window. All right, anybody remember GPUs being like $5,000 almost, depending on which one you want, just a few years ago? Now AI has driven up like RAM prices. But I was recently reading an article earlier. A lot of these RAM companies are artificially pumping up their numbers and being like, sell, you buy our stuff, or we won't talk to you ever again. Like, not even allowing room for negotiation. So there is a lawsuit going on too. You know, this is like multi-layer bullshit going on. You know, because these companies are being, you know, strong-armed by RAM producers, and these RAM producers are now in a lawsuit, literally accusing them of being a cartel in operation.
That's fucked up. Yep. Gibbs, did you have your hand up?
Yeah, I mean, well, I'll speak for everybody. We all know that this is trash. Nothing should go up. The cost of company mistakes are always going to go to the consumer. And I can sit there and look at me like I'm wrong. Like everything that they do, they're not going to eat it. They don't want their shareholders to eat it. What I'm saying is that I think that that's inherently fucking evil. That's what you may not understand. I know you're in the corporate world. I think that shit is dogged. I do not like it at all. It's companies' bad mistakes will always hurt the consumer, and we're such fucking cheap that we will buy this shit over and over again. Every time there's a new system, we'll buy it. Every time there's a price increase on anything, we'll eat it, and we never hold these companies responsible for their bad decisions. And how we can do that is vote for the wallet. But I mean, fucking didn't Take-Two getting sued for not having their game as expensive as they thought it was. These people are fucking nutbags.
Abby, do you have any?
No, I mean, I'm gonna agree with what Sneaky had mentioned earlier about the price of chips and everything is getting more expensive, and that's because of fucking AI. The AI infrastructure is increasing so much right now, which demand the same amount of chips and RAM and all that stuff, and it's literally increasing the price of all of this stuff. Xbox not the only one that's going up. All the other systems are good. Look at fucking Nintendo; it's gone up by literally 50%. I mean, you can't deny that. I mean, Nintendo 2 versus Nintendo 1, like the Switch. I mean, holy shit. And then Sony's going up too. Just wait. They're going to be coming up with an announcement very, very soon. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing, though. These companies don't make money off of these consoles. Xbox, they don't make shit off of it. No. They either sell it at a loss or they're breaking even. It's the fucking games. That's really what it's worth. It's the platform. It's a subscription. That's where the money is. So the fact that there's a price increase is because they're taking too much of a loss now, and it's hurting them.
But technology is supposed to get cheaper advantage. But technology is supposed to get cheaper to the consumer as it advances. I'm tired of us funding all these people to make these products for us, and then they outprice us from them. It's like we're beta testers for all this shit. Half the games and software are actually finished. We're charging full amount for the things. We as the consumer are always going to be the ones that have to eat their bad decisions on all this shit. Listen, there's nothing that we did, guys. We're blameless now.
We're in the weird technology age right now with AI. AI has changed the infrastructure for technology, like across not just like information systems and computer sciences. It's all over. It's all over the board. The only places that it hasn't touched much is like the restaurant business, stuff like that. It hasn't touched there much, but it's gonna show up. Trust me, it's gonna show up. But
like
games, y'all.
It's in every
NFTs and crypto like grew in the GPU market, and that really just affected gamers and consoles. AI is starting to affect everything.
Yeah.
It's starting to affect it, and it's growing, and it's learning too. The sad thing is, it's like I read this article the other day that it has its own social media now. AI made its own social media, and there's like 16,000 bots like in there communicating.
Wasn't all this AI stuff supposed to be free to us? Hey, wasn't all this AI stuff supposed to be free to us?
It's supposed to be what?
Free? I don't know about that. No, I know insulin was supposed to be.
There's a cost.
Then people started getting murdered. Then people started getting murdered and shit like that. Are we like? Do we like not watch the news and stuff?
Listen,
And
Didn't Sam
AI
Altman kill somebody? Didn't Sam Altman
into
allegedly
the
kill
comments
somebody?
too. AI takes up resources.
look.
One of those resources is RAM.
Yeah.
It drives costs up. It drives up
and
demand.
water and shit because they're cheap. They're finding a way for us to eat it. They can look, all these billion-dollar companies, they can find better solutions for all this stuff. They don't. They don't because they're trying to save a fucking buck.
But here's the thing, though. So here's the thing, though. I'm going to make this argument here because my company uses AI. I work for a tech company. We use AI. We push it on purpose. We spend money on it. I'm the CFO for the company. I look at the numbers all the time. I went from $30,000 in software expenses to $120,000 in software expenses because of fucking AI. Because my team is being pushed to use AI. Not my team, but my company is being pushed. Now their productivity has gone up by 300%.
It's a snake eating its tail. They're telling us that we need it and then telling us that we can't go without it, but they're forcing the shit on us. Like, look, I get it. It's all fun. It's fun to make a song. It's fun to make a svelte looking version of yourself, you know, with other old people on things. I get it. It's fun. We're having to eat the cost because of this bullshit.
But it's not just we though; it's the companies too. Like again, as I said, from the company standpoint, I've seen the cost rise. They're paying the money; they have to, because it's keeping them efficient. It's keeping them more important. It's keeping them number one.
And it's keeping companies influx in investor dollars. It's keeping customers influx. It's keeping them influx in investor dollars. Because for the longest time,
the suppliers that are driving it up.
All anyone had to say was, "Hey, we're doing AI," and then they get a bunch of fucking money. And when that shit doesn't pan out, they fucking fire normal people, and that's why I don't like it. It happens, dude. I see it. I see it all the time.
I'm not going to disagree with AI firing normal people, but again,
no, not AI. Companies saying invest in AI, and then when the shit doesn't pan out, they have to take the cost away from somewhere. It's not like this shit is just it's fairy dust coming from somewhere. I see this shit all the time. In my wife's work, they tried to do it, and it didn't pan out, and they fucking fired a bunch of people. It's nothing everything, man.
There's the planning, right? If the company's smart enough to plan all this shit, right? So, like, again, we're investing in AI. We want our people to use AI to make them more efficient, make them faster at delivering the product that we do. And that's what they're doing. It's working. But our revenue is also increasing. We're making money. We're making a bigger profit margin than we were before when it was just a person coding himself. Is your company saving that, getting that savings on to the people, or are you dollar go up person? Dude, we are in the 90th percentile in salaries. 90th. The median is 50%. We're in the 90th. I had to
just by your own logic, 90. That means that like everybody else is shitty.
No, 90 percentile. That means that we pay high salaries. Everyone's being paid.
Exactly. I'm saying that you're in it, not everybody else. This is not against argument of what anything. I don't even know what you do. I'm saying it's bullshit.
I mean, again, when you go to different, again, it depends on where you're looking at. Because not every industry is the same. You have to remember that. Not every industry is the same. They're all different. So
AI is not going to get on my fucking roof. AI is not going to get on my roof and fix my shit. AI is not going to come over and fix my plumbing. This is shit that we do not need. We don't need it. It's fun and it's easy to do shit. We don't need this, guys. We don't need it.
Well, one thing is service providers will never be replaced by AI. But sometimes action figure renders could be. Did you guys see some of the reveals that were at JoeFest? What are your thoughts on Larry Hama's Fury Force? House Hendo, you seem anxious. What is your thoughts on the Fury Force?
I will say I'm all about Cold War Vietnam era figures. So let me go out and say that on a limb. I know some people brought up there may be like a legal question about these figures being made. Since it's a concept that was never made back in like the 70s or 80s, I don't think there's any trouble, and Larry Hama seems to have signed off on it. So I think they're all good. You got a guy that's obviously wearing a Marine Corps 2nd Battalion shirt in an Army M60, so I'm kind of feeling that. I like the idea that he probably stole it from some Ranger group. Louis looks like Lou Diamond Phillips to me and my wife. The not Hanoi Jane looking figure is kind of like on my bottom list. Just as a Marine, I feel some type of way about her. I also have family that served in Vietnam, so happy to load her out, but I kind of want to have her on trial. So,
Sneaky, what are your thoughts? Go ahead.
I'm in for this line, man. I love Larry Hama. I love what he's done for G.I. Joe, and this being that precursor story that he wanted to do before a lot of these characters basically got turned into the Marvel G.I. Joe concept. Like you got Scarlet right there. I know Fury's supposed to be Nick Fury's son, but they also kind of turned him into General Hawk. And you got the Snake Eyes guy. I love it. I'm all in for this. And I love that Larry Hama figure. I'm all in.
Now, Avi, you've kind of been dipping out of military line stuff. What are your thoughts on this Cold War era?
I have military fatigue, so I'm definitely not buying into this. But I think it's a great option for people who are fans of the product, right? I mean, again, people buy Monster Force, people buy Action Force, people buy whatever the other forces are, G.I. Joe. I mean, there's so many options of military, and again, the fact that you get a Larry Hama figure is pretty dope, in my opinion. And the fact that it's an old failed, hopefully product, and now it's coming back and it's being made. I think that's a champion thing for a lot of consumers, especially fans of Larry Hama, because there's a shit ton of people who are going to buy this figure that you're showing on screen right now.
I mean, who doesn't want a figure of themselves?
Yeah.
Yep.
I kind of want to try to make like a custom Ace.
Mm-hmm.
He does kind of look like Ace. Holy shit.
Yeah, I know. I kind of want to get that and the Mike Honcho figure together.
That's kind of funny.
I'm not sure why he comes with a guitar. I'm assuming he knows how to play guitar.
He's a fan.
It's a Strat. Hey, as soon as I saw that, I was like, "Shit, man! It looks like a Strat." Man, I'm gonna put that with my big skulls.
He's in a band.
So
he's from the pre-acoustic guitar era of guys with guitars. So that could have been his thing back in the day.
No, he plays the guitar. He does play the guitar.
Yeah. So in 1/12 scale offerings, is this like only like the second or third time that someone's been able to get like quasi Vietnam style figures like in this style? Like, because I think that I remember seeing one of them, but yeah. It was in 118 that they came out with some that was
118 they happened. I think that's like Delta 17 or Gridiron.
These are dope, and I like how there's a little bit of fantastical elements into some of the figures as well. I think that they need to do that. Like, I want to see like Wolfman, like Army Wolfman, and all types of crazy cool shit. I think that Big Bag Workshop is the perfect company to do that kind of stuff.
That's Monster Force. Yeah, that's Monster Force. Is
it Monster Force?
Yeah.
This is going to be a subline.
Weren't they like together at one time though?
Well, it's the same.
No, it's the same company. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's Big Bad Workshop.
Same company, and they could decide to finagle it in their lore just to protect it in the house. Because it does kind of take place in between Crimson Moon and Monster Force, so they could just be like, "This is what happened in between," and give us like a Cold War era like Helsing guy.
Yeah, these look awesome. They look like they come with great accessories loaded out.
More power to them for releasing this toy line, and the fact that they got Larry Hama a figure. I think that's really dope. It's going to be a big hit for the fan base, the people who want this shit, right? I mean, that's literally what it's for. And I mean, think about how many people are going to buy this figure and get Larry Hama to sign it.
Yeah, and even like the Joe collectors now that don't collect, Action Force or the Monster Force and all that. They're probably still going to go in for this line just because it's so tied into that G.I. Joe mythology.
Yeah.
Yeah, this might be a glass ceiling breaker for them. Because, a lot of times they try to attach like personal stuff to why they won't go to the indie lines. I don't think they're going to be able to do that hard with this. I think there's going to be quite a few crossovers, as Sneaky has alluded to.
Yeah.
So before we go to what was showed off, another thing that was showed off that I'd like to thank K-Dog Broadcasting for gifting a Wreck and Rule membership, and that went to Mike Bruno. Congratulations!
Hey,
we are doing an after show tonight, so stay tuned. And let's give them one of these.
I know you seen me on the video.
True.
I know you found me on the socials too.
True.
Now you finally here, I got your attention.
Forget all the noise and the random opinions. We're talking bots, heroes, movies all week. Toy news dropping every day you peek, no pressure. Just glad you're hanging around. Super chats and members keep this community strong.
K-Dog.
Love it.
Had me bobbing my head right there. Yeah.
So going from something that seemed net positive through you guys, this was revealed.
I would say 75. Ah.
Sneaky.
I'm good on this.
That'll stop you in your tracks.
I don't collect the O-ring stuff anymore, but so I really have no thoughts on it. I mean, it's cool for the people that do collect it. That was Reaction Plus, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So KJ is gonna be all over it. So
Yeah, I'm happy for KJ.
Yeah, someone's keeping the line alive, but I'm not really into the Reaction Plus stuff. It does look cool, but it's just not for me. Classified. I'll stick to classified personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw you raise your finger. What do you got to say?
I want to say more power to Super 7 for fucking doing this over and over and over again. Listen. They've failed miserably. Fucking miserably. And they keep releasing this stuff. And they're going to keep failing because this shit's going to drop to like $5 on clearance. This is going to happen. And that's when people are going to buy it. And it's funny the fact that he just keeps releasing it out because I saw him at SDCC and he was at a panel and he made a comment which I like stuck onto. He's like, I don't make toys that other people want. I make toys that I want. So this is the stuff he likes.
Your next Gibbs. All right, Gibbs, what you got?
There you go, Avi. Making excuses for companies' bad decisions. There we go again. We got reel them in. We got them. Reel them in. Nah, and look, I see these O-ring G.I. Joes, and I heart 7 years old, and my brother is sticking fireworks in between the O-ring and just absolutely just blowing the shit out of those things up because we were so done when we were kids. Look, you guys said it yourself, man. These things are going to drop down in price to shit. Why are we wasting plastic on this nonsense, guys?
Because the guy who owns the company wants this. This is what he likes to collect. And it's okay. Let him waste his fucking money.
That guy makes terrible figures. If you're watching guys from Super 7, you make trash figures. Your figures are trash.
The most important thing is he is hiring people to do all this shit. And you have to remember that. He's funding the economy, okay?
Well, no, he's been laying off people.
He should just get AI. He should just get AI. It looks like
because you guys aren't buying his figures on the prices he has.
Hey, he actually been laying off people.
$40 earnings, God damn it!
He's been laying people off.
Listen, I'm happy for Woody and KJ to get all their reaction figures because that's the O-ring fan base. I'm not an O-ring guy like Sneaky. I kind of feel like I moved past that years ago.
Well,
but I call them Subpar 7 for a reason. They fucked up so many classic IPs. And now they're just milking. Now they're milking the O-ring guys. That's all they're doing. He's trying to get one.
If they make
a G.I. Joe license after he flopped it several times, he tried making that stupid Cobra mothership, crowdfunding it. That failed.
Nostalgia is a piece of shit. Trust me, I have it right here, and it's the fucking.
I don't even like O-ring, but there's better indie O-rings being made. Get the new shit.
I've got some reaction shit.
Get the good O-rings.
Yeah, I will say nostalgia can be crazy and it can get us, but not even the visionaries that they're announcing can get me, especially at that $25 to $30 price range.
Yeah,
but it's gonna get somebody though. That's the thing. It will get somebody. Someone will buy it. People will buy it. They'll probably sell a decent amount of SKUs on all of this stuff, but it's just the mass market is not going to be there. It's just not going to be there.
If they did Visionaries and the Super 7 Ultimates thing, I think that those would sell like hotcakes.
K-Dog, that'll probably be a topic next week. I couldn't fit it in this week. That was a big thing.
They always make the worst engineering decisions. Right? So, those Visionaries will look great, but as soon as somebody gets them in hand, they'll be fucked up.
I'm surprised they're doing hologram. I'm surprised they're doing hologram stickers with those Visionary.
And not
Well,
Now I want plastic to hold that damn toxic crusader oven.
Oh, and speaking of AI, anyway, Super 7's been doing these fucking annoying ass YouTube ads that are just like some crappy AI music and animation of the logo. So fuck them for that too.
well, let's move on from something that's probably more popular.
Woo!
Storm Arena and Swindle
Yeah.
was showing off an absolute butt ton of figures at EVO 2026 in Las Vegas. Mika there in the center, Abby, has that got you gooning for?
Oh fuck! Oh, dude, the fact that they showed a color variant of Rainbow Mika already, and it looks phenomenal.
I think it was a Digibash though, so don't get too excited.
Was it? Okay, well, I mean, regardless, you see that gray sculpt, you know,
It looked good.
Good. Yeah, it's good. You know, it's good. They make good figures. I can't wait for the entire line to show up. To be honest with you,
I'll be all about them frills.
Oh, dude, I'm gooning. It's fine. It's fine. The fact that we have a Rainbow Mika at 112 scale that is not going to be $300, it'll probably be like $40, and that's a big win because the literally SHF Rainbow Mika goes for $250 to $300 right now on the market currently.
So
it's hard as shit to find. You can't find it. That Zangief back there is a fucking beast. That Balrog looks dope too.
Go ahead, Sneaky. You're next.
Yeah, I'm with Abby. I'm pumped for this line. I just got some in from Big Bad Toy Store the other week too, so I got some to open.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
So we're seeing a lot more stuff, and I know people get flack for Storm Collectibles not finishing out lines, but you know what? I think they're doing a pretty good pace for this line, especially now that they're not only doing Street Fighter right now. They have Baki. They're going to be coming out with Darkstalkers. They're going to be coming out with SNK, King of the Fighters. And actually, I'm really hyped for their SNK line because SNK is pretty close to Capcom in my opinion for fighting, and you even got the good stuff. We can start doing some SNK versus Capcom. Love it, I love it. And like Avi said, a lot of those older SHF figures go for a grip, so I'm happy to see these figures.
Gibbs, how excited are you to work on some more soft goods for some of this?
I love it. Storm Collectibles, their figures look so good. This is kind of a alt color I'm working on. I just like the weird They move really well. They feel really well in the hand. So the King that I did get was very, very stiff, and he was very, very hard to work out the joints. But after I got it, he's just one of my favorite figures to mess with. I wish that they would have actually done Mortal Kombat instead of Street Fighter. That's just my personal opinion. I think Jada is continually doing better and better and better with their products. And their Storm Collectible is really good. And I think Jada is just nipping at their heels. And I think that the price range difference in it is really going to make a difference if they stay fairly competitive and Jada stays a considerable, just a little bit cheaper as far as the price goes. I think they're still going to thrive both as the companies, but all the designs are just slick. And I'm probably going to have to start switching out some of my Jada stuff when some of the other figures I like come in. I may like this, I may like the Vega more and have to make a soft good conversions for the Storm Collectibles one and put it on the shelf.
Well, I do that.
Yeah, because I'm going to let you guys gush, because as you guys know, I've made no secret that I'm avoiding the fighting figure line bug. But I will follow up Gibbs to saying I would want Tekken line over a Mortal Kombat line, because Tekken was my shit. But I will say the Darksider figures look dope.
I like that.
Yep.
They those two ladies of the night, if you will, I'm probably going to cave and just get them. I'll make them work with something. I don't even care.
I see you guys both. Abby, you're next. Go ahead.
All right, so I just want to bring this back too, because Jada came out a couple of years ago, or like a few years ago, and it was like a big fuck you to Storm Collectibles, and they're like, "Hey, look what we could do at 112 scale, and look at the price point."
Fuck you to bro.
Storm Marina fucking said, "Hold my beer. This is what we can do." They made their line at 112 scale, and they're actually, if you guys notice, they pump it out faster now too, a lot faster.
Yeah. This is how competition is supposed to work.
I mean, yes, there's a lot of. You will. That's fine. 1 second though. But here's the thing though. This was a big fuck you to Jada. back to Jada saying, "Hey, hold my fucking beer. We could do the same shit you're doing, but we'll make ours better." And they did. In my opinion, since you said opinions, right? My opinion is the fact that Storm Arena came out with this line. They had better paint apps. They have better texture on their figures. They have better posability as well. That's my opinion. And again, dude, they fucking dominated this. Jada, like every figure I look at Jada now, I'm looking forward to Arena one first. Because that Akuma that's coming out is going to be amazing. That Sagat is 10 times better than the Jada one.
Sneaky, I see you waiting. What do you got?
I just wanted to break Gibbs' heart a bit. That Vega is not Arena. That is actually the Storm Collectibles, the bigger size. You have to keep that Jada Vega for a bit.
Sneaky, you gotta start that with Sneaky.
Get that shit out of here.
Sneaky.
Damn.
You gotta say Gibbs. Well, actually, and then do
it. But yeah, again, like Avi said, I'm so excited for all this stuff coming out. I am a little surprised that we didn't see more Darkstalkers because I believe the last event we saw Anarchist, the Mummy, in or was it Victor, the Frankenstein, in the gray mold. So I was a little surprised.
I want Jay Talbot.
Oh, Jay Talbot.
I want Jay Talbot.
All of them. I'm all in on the Darkstalkers line. Hell, I'm all in on any of the Storm Collectibles.
Tell him I point to Avi real quick, and anyone else
those two I'm definitely grabbing.
Yeah.
You're not pointing to me.
That's gonna be my case.
Whenever Storm brings us a Dhalsim that's this fucking good, for the price range, then you can say Storm, or then you can say anything about that. This guy is packed full of accessories. The figure's amazing. Everything about him works perfectly. And until they give us something of this quality for this kind of price, I think I'll still stick with Jada.
I mean, I'm going to buy
they
all
have
of them,
though.
but
I mean, you can get their base
But we all can't be a master
Jada.
seamstress like you and fix them.
no one has made a Dalsum yet besides because even SHF didn't go near Dalsum.
No.
It was Soda Toys and then Jada did it.
Yeah.
Let's get to our last bit of headlines, and then this week, Takara Tomy, the far superior Transformers designers, even though they work with Hasbro, tease some new masterpiece figures. Their new what is it? They're going into the Beast Wars era with the new Legend stuff. Their Galvatron.
Oh, the Japanese Beast Wars, right?
The Japanese Beast Wars.
Beast Wars 2, right? Beast Wars 2.
Yeah, that stuff is crazy.
And we're getting a masterpiece blaster, which is G1 basically. Sneaky, what are your thoughts on what Takara is doing that Hasbro can't give us?
Oh, I mean, yeah, they're doing great. I mean, that blaster, I haven't dipped yet into the masterpiece stuff, but I've been looking to get into it because you're a bad influence, Talib, on Decepticast. There's a flood. But yeah, I mean, that blaster looks great. I love the colors on it. You know, it's very, very animated looking. I haven't really seen too much of Beast Wars 2. I've seen some episodes, but I do love how Galvatron, he's a triple changer as well, so I like him better than the original Megatron from Beast Wars. But yeah, Takara, keep on doing what you're doing because you guys are killing it.
Avi, how much do you pay attention on Mondays?
So listen, you already know I fall asleep through the Decepticast show, but make sure to check out Decepticast at 10:50.
Disqualification.
You're supposed to win, Avi. God, golly. It's his first time playing. Okay, this is how you do it. This is how you do it, Avi. Listen to me. Watch my mouth. I won't know what to think about this until Talib 1980 Collects does a video on it and tells me what to think. So
bonus points to give.
He's already done a video on it. What the hell?
Well, when he does like a deep dive, you know I don't pay attention to the robot.
Whoa! You don't taking away for that shit.
Hey, Hendo.
No.
What do you think about Back to the Future? And this is like the third or fourth time that they've done this gigawatt, even though the 40th anniversary is coming up.
Back to the Future, it's one of those IPs. They just love the milk. You know, we all love the 80s, Transformers, super 80s.
I better not do that.
You know, everybody wanted, you know, a McFly instead of Wiki. You know, let's be real. I'm not a Transformers guy because, you know, I watched all the after school specials growing up, unlike Sneaky, so Taleb's influence doesn't work on me. Stranger danger. I'm not on that Cybertronian powder, but these are beautiful. I like them. You know,
they do look good.
And then Takara does bang it out. Like, they're treating their IP with respect. You know, they doing the deep cuts.
But in reality, do people actually want stuff like this? Do they collect stuff like this?
Yeah.
Is this something that people really go after?
Obby was a Coliseum. Obby's got a Coliseum for like a whole room, and has the audacity to be like, do people like robots?
No, I'm not
I had to binge watch a bunch of lore videos on Japanese Beast Wars to figure out what figures I was seeing.
It's a Back to the Future Transformer. Is that what people want?
That's those people that like
nostalgia.
Stuff. So
Yeah, nostalgia crossovers.
Yeah, 100 nostalgia bait. So, yeah, it's that time. It's we're at the end of round one. It's time for elimination. Here is what our scores look like. And throw some votes in the chat. If you want Obby to get the 5 bonus points, number 1, Sneaky, number 2, Gibbs, number 3, and House, number 4. House.
Hey, listen, chat. Talib like handicapped me going into this first round. All right, you guys want to see me talk about some really juicy shit and get into some shit? You need me in the next round. All right, so vote for Hendo. Get Gibbs the hell out of here because he's just mad about everything.
Damn.
You have a rebuttal to that?
So mean. I'm always so good to Hendo. I'm so nice to him and accommodating. No, you guys know what's up. I'm talking shit. I want to see these guys fucking take on Avi. I want Avi to get to be the next interim champion. Or you guys can sit there and watch me berate him the entire time at my points. And most of the first half of the show, if you listen to the first half of a few weeks ago, that I lost very unceremoniously, that I should have won because I literally all the points that I made then came true to truth. You know, this week. So it is what it is, man. Call me Gipstradamus.
Sneaky. People's champ.
I gotta say, there's a reason why I'm a 2-time champ, guys. You know, Obby and Gibbs might be going back and forth at each other, but I'm a silent killer sometimes. So I'm gonna come from the back.
I ain't read your quotes. I ain't read your quotes to you yet, baby.
Oh,
you guys heard that? Sneaky admitted to committing a B&E. Call the cops.
Obby, this being your first week,
so I was the last minute entry, to be honest with you. I found out like around 6-7 o'clock that I was going to be on this, and I had a show 6-7. I was backstage for taking the shot with Lou, and I was doing the buttons, and then I had to do a quick like homework and read up and everything. So I kind of just walked into it. Let's just talk shit. We'll have fun. You know, I heard Gibbs was the biggest heel on this show, so I figured, let's.
I'm being nice tonight.
Oh, nice.
Are you?
All right. Well, everybody got to put in their 2 cents. Gibbs got about a quarter in. Let's see what the chat says. Let's stop it. And at 45%, the newcomer.
Thank you, chat. You guys are amazing.
Obby.
Yeah, the guy didn't need it.
Thank you, chat. You're amazing.
That put Obby at 40 points at first place.
Ooh.
Second place, House Hendo with 35. And
Do we got a sudden death round between the champs?
And Sneaky. This hasn't happened before, so I guess we'll have to do another.
Should I read some of these quotes from when we were talking about Destiny? How's that? Is that what we're going to do? All right, here we go. This is from Sneaky. Now we have this new CEO, Asha, coming in, and she's trying to make Xbox respectable again.
Yeah, Gibbs got the receipts.
I am putting a poll up. Gibbs 1, Sneaky 2. Who's moving on, chat? Put your votes in now.
Gibbs, continue with the smear campaign.
Right.
It's very unfair. It's so unfair. But that's what we're supposed to do. You're supposed to cheat, man. What the shit? Don't you guys know already?
Generate that heat, man.
Look at who voted for Sneaky.
Gibbs, this is your pipe bomb moment.
That wasn't me. He's cheating me.
Feels like we're cooking the books here.
He's cheating me.
Here.
I'll be right back, guys.
Oh, you're good.
God. Always. See, man.
Okay, Abby forfeited. Gibbs can stay.
I don't even think Abby is really here. He probably has AI doing this all for him.
And for real, yeah, Abby. He's as you read Abby, do this in front of your face, Abby. How many fingers am I holding up?
Right? I think I saw Abby put his hand up and he had 6 fingers.
Well, that depends on how many glasses.
I saw his eyes change color.
All right, well, we're going to stop the poll at 60%. The chat has went with Sneaky. Sneaky, you get to stick around and fight it out. Gibbs, do you have anything you like to say before you leave?
I just can't wait to be.
Has power.
And we're down to 3. I figured he would know better by now that you don't get to say anything when you get booted out.
Bye, Gibbs.
So
how many fingers do you have? 5 or 6? How many fingers do you have?
They think you're AI.
I'm not sure if you're really there. Or it's an AI, Abby.
You never.
Well, let's
take out the B and the H from Abby's name, and it's AI. Oh, dude, we're in the Matrix.
The Windows wavy.
Let's move on to our next round, buy and sell.
Brought to you by Bombasby.
This is when you drop that link in the chat, by the way.
So the link is already in the chat, but the link is about to go on the scroll. So if you guys didn't know, you couldn't tell by the pin chat, I have a sponsorship with Bombasby. Click that link and look to buy some stuff on there. There was some big tittied action figures that me and Abby were looking at earlier today that was on Bombasby.
Buy the plastic tatas.
You're not wrong, Super K. You're definitely not wrong.
Okay, I was trying to pull it up. But anyway, all right, let's go buy or sell. We're going to start off first. Abby's strongest topic. This is Dr. Wu. They are known for making micro scale transformers, and they're doing a 6-shot. Can change into 6 different things. House Hendo, I know you're not a bot fan. What do you think about this little guy?
I like the innovation. I'll give him that. Having one figure that turns into 6 ones, mini isn't really my scale, but I respect the engineering. I respect the versatility they're putting into a figure. They're obviously selling it to adult collectors. I don't know how many parents are going to be buying their kids this small of an item that breaks into that many smaller pieces. But I think like a lot of micro scale transformer collectors are gonna love these for like their own like little Cybertron dioramas.
You know how expensive this thing is? Probably this is not for kids, bro. It's
probably like $120. It's probably ridiculous.
No kid's gonna buy this. No parent will buy this.
It's $30.
Yeah, it's
50
probably
I saw like $40-$50 roughly, maybe after shipping.
Well, that's probably the big bad toy store price. That's not the Bombasby price. Yeah. That's where you go for deals.
Look at Hendo, know how to work that, slobbing that.
All right, you got some white stuff on your face. Hendo.
Let's move on to the next Transformer. Now we're doing Legends, a little bit bigger. These are like 4 to 5 inches. This is Scattershot. This is from Magic Square. This is their 4th member of Computron. So they are cooking, completing this guy. Like they just started issuing these out at the beginning of the year. Sneaky. Okay.
Oh man,
how are you influenced?
I mean, I've talked about how I love how the Magic Square stuff looks. They look great. I love the designs because they're very, G1 looking. No matter what mode you're in, whether you're in robot or you're in vehicle mode. I'm not collecting these though, so it's a sell for me. But for anyone that's into this line, I mean, you got to get Magic Square. They make great stuff, so it's a buy for all the Magic Square collectors.
Yep, good point. Let's see, Abby.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Legend Transformers combined?
I mean, you just said this was the number 4 or the 6?
5.
or out of the 5. So again, you got to complete the set, right? That's how it works. And you're not gonna sit there and waste money on 3 other ones that you bought before, and then the 4th one comes out. You have to buy.
Yep.
You got to build the whole damn thing.
And anybody that's in the chat doing buy or sell, and you remember there are buy and sell emojis. Feel free to use them.
Yes. Use the emojis for all our channel members, and also shop at Bombusby. But this is really good. Again, with Avi, completion is key. We need more companies that focus on completing shit. You know, like this is a sell for me because I don't buy Transformers like that at all. But everybody who is, this is the kind of company you want to see. I mean, I always love when teams get completed. But I'm just happy when they do it on timely fashion. Like they're doing one after another. They're not doing like one every 5 releases or some bullshit, or making you wait 2 years to complete a combiner. Like they're keeping it rolling.
Well, moving on to another combiner. This is Dreamstar Toys. They do stylized masterpiece figures. Halcendo, are you more traditionalist, or do you like seeing stylized stuff when it comes to toys that you may or may not have collected back in the day?
I like stylized. You know, I like when there's more detail. I like when they bring shit up. Like I've said it before, I don't completely hate the Bayverse designs because some of them are actually kind of cool. Transformations and other shit is where I draw the line. But I like the stylized stuff. I like when they make it look a little bit more gritty, more lived in, like fitting in more with like your Action Force style, you know, instead of like your more cartoony G.I. Joe style. You know, I like it when they, you know, give you some detail on it. You know, the transformations look dope. That vehicle looks cool. That, you know, cannon on it, I know for a fact is, you know, strapped to C-130s for a reason. And that Transformer would lose his ass after one shot.
So Sneaky, I know you're slowly dipping in and out of Transformers. What are your thoughts? Is this a buy or a sell?
For me, it's a sell. It does look cool, and I'm more of a traditionalist when it comes to my Transformers, but I do like seeing stylized stuff. It's very cool to see, you know, someone's artistic take on an Optimus, for example, versus, you know, the original G1 look. I don't collect the stylized stuff, but it does appeal to me in terms of I just like, it's like eye candy to me, basically. But so this is a sell for me, but it's again, it's cool for the people that love the stylized stuff. It looks great. It looks good.
So the last bit of little Transformers, we were teased that there were some listings of a Tonka crossover. Now, previously they did a Tonka crossover where they did a Devastator. They made him yellow, and an Autobot really referenced the G2 Devastator, the yellow Devastator. But this was almost kind of like a tease, thinking we were getting transforming Transformers, but no, we're just getting Tonka cars. Abby, what are your thoughts on this?
It was the bait and switch, bro. Like that's literally what it was. They got you excited for something, and then they were like, "Nope, we're just kidding. Fuck you, dude." My kids won't even play with this stuff, so it's okay. Like I think this is the sell easy. Like goodbye. Like I wouldn't even go near it, to be honest. I wouldn't even pick it up.
No, buy, sell. What are your thoughts? Go ahead, Hendo.
This is a sell because this crossover is 10 years too late. Like if they did this during the Rescue Bots era, this would have sold. But these are non-Transformer Tonka. Like these kids are seeing Transformers on the shelves. Like maybe, you know, they probably just did this because they knew. They just put these raw on the shelves. Most parents are just gonna go buy, you know, other Tonka trucks. They wanted to get the collector dad's attention. They wanted, you know, everybody who got, you know, this collector got kids or nephews or nieces that like Tonka. They were trying to get our attention in this bait and switch. Like, hey, yeah, it's not for you, but you can give it to the next generation.
Oh, dude,
yeah.
you know,
somebody in marketing thought of
somebody. That was a straight up bait and switch.
Go ahead, Sneaky.
Yeah, this is a sell for me as well. Again, you know, I don't even know like who's buying these for these kids, because when I was a kid, 4 or 5 years old, I was already getting the G1 stuff. So I wouldn't even buy this for my kids. Just going straight to
Billy.
Yeah, just go straight to, you know, the Hasbro stuff you see on the shelves for them.
You know?
Also, non-transforming Transformers in vehicle mode are just fucking cars and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
like well, no, if they're not, like when they're not transforming in bot form, at least you're getting like a cool Cybertronian robot. You're just painting a bulldozer and a dump truck. and you made, you know, Megatron a digger. Like, what?
Listen, I'm pretty sure I saw that fucking truck at the bottom that's supposed to be Optimus before from Tonka.
Yeah.
Same color scheme and everything. So this is just a re-release, and they just put the Transformer symbol on it.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on to the next one. But before we do that, let's give a shout out to Gibbs.
Woo, Gibbs! Woo!
He is trying to butter me up for next time because he feels that I was against him this evening. And I think that went to Plastic Boy Wonder from what I was seeing in the chat. Yeah, that.
You gotta pump up those ad reads like me, Gibbs. You gotta get on my level.
Plastic Boy.
Let's give it a little more Kim. Hey,
I know you seen me on the video.
True.
I know you found me on the socials too.
True.
Now you finally here. I got your attention.
Forget all the noise and the random opinions. We're talking bots, heroes, movies all week. Toy news dropping every day you peek, no pressure. Just glad you're hanging around. Super chats and members keep this community strong.
I do like that.
Now, Sneaky, I've seen you flexing earlier. What are your thoughts on this workout themed Skeletor that Mattel dropped SDCC exclusive?
Oh man, this figure, this was made for me. I've said plenty of times that Skeletor is my favorite character of all time. And hell, I just came back from the gym before starting the show, so I'm all in for this. Luckily, it's also going to be available on Mattel's website on July 23rd. And sorry guys, if you haven't seen the movie, spoiler, this is actually from the movie. So I'm glad that this is coming out. I'm glad this is coming out. I'm a little sad that there's no Nike branding on it, but you know, it's okay. I'm just happy that we're getting Gym Bro Skeletor because this is like my real life mascot right here.
Yep.
This is like perfect 80s whimsy for me. Like this is like what we need. This is like, you know, I want Evil Lynn done as Olivia Newton-John from Let's Get Physical to like go with him. Like this shit's just fun. And you know, it does have the Nike logo, but I do like that they did Evil in the Nike style on his shorts. Like it's little details like that. That's pretty dope. I'll definitely probably get one, especially with like, you know, certain Savage Crucible reveals. There's a buck I could actually have some fun with this. So I kind of want to, this is one I'm going to be asking somebody to grab for me for sure.
And real fast, before you go, Abby, to answer K-Dog. Yes, those did kick in because I think a day or two later, I had 20 plus members. So I appreciate that. And those people that got the memberships, I'm sure do as well. So yeah,
good.
I'm at like 21, I think, members before the show started. So every one that Abby and you kicked in should have counted.
Hell yeah.
Good.
This is a buy for me too. I'm not a huge Motu fan, but this is just like stupid fun. And the fact that these weights they're coming with, like the gym stuff, that's again, you could transform that to other toy lines. And dude, you got gym equipment. That's 1/12 scale gym equipment for other action figure lines. So I think this is a fucking great thing to have.
I want him to jog on my Super Musk, just like going through the neighborhood.
And anyway, you could just add it to. I mean, we've gotten the She-Hulk with dumbbells. We've gotten strong guy.
You got Sergeant Slaughter. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it just adds on to the whole gym motif. Yeah.
And
all we need is like Beastman selling growth hormone in the fucking bathroom, and it'd be complete.
Right. But also for this is a perfect example of an SDCC or like an exclusive for a con, because it might not be like something that you need to complete your collection, but it's fun enough that it warrants being an exclusive, in my opinion.
Yep. Yeah, I agree with that. Just again, it's something that you don't have to get, but it's fun to get. Just like the band that G.I. Joe did. Yeah, Cole Slither. Like it wasn't something that was a necessity. It was just something fun.
I have no interest in ever going to that show, so I just hate this exclusive on that principle. But it is really fun. Like, and this isn't gonna like this would end up at Ollie's. Just because, you know, only dads would mainly buy it.
I was going to say, to be honest,
they tried to mass produce this and put this on shelves, you know.
Yeah.
This is Mattel, right? So Mattel will probably have it on their website. At
July 20th.
Oh, hopefully, because I'll definitely do. Oh, yeah, Mattel Creations, right?
Yeah.
There's certain stuff like like Jada Toys. You could easily get their SDCC stuff. They're always they'll just charge you the extra dollars.
I'm feeling FOMO because I missed out on the Acid Rain set earlier because I had to take care of something. As soon as I got back inside, it was up and sold out on both sites.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Before we go to the next one, let's address two things. I gifted 5 memberships, and those went out to. Let's see, Super K44, Valishil, Chaotic 3158, Allison Troy, and Dangerous Moonwalker Official. Also, K Dog Broadcasting gifted another Title of 1980 Collects membership, and that went to Dr. Stargazer AD. And then let's get him another. Let's do this one. I haven't done this one in a minute.
Say hi, Daddy. Say hi, Daddy. Hi, Daddy.
Whose goddamn white baby is that?
This is your baby, okay? He's just light-skinned. Mm-hmm.
That one might be mine. That one right there. I'm not totally sure. Just because you name him Darren don't mean he belonged to Darren. But I don't care what this baby's name is. This baby is rice-skinned, but not light-skinned. That is a white child. That is Caucasian from the mountains of Caucasus.
Ultra Magnus just knocking people up. All right, next up, we have
the reason why they call him Ultra Magnus.
We have Hiya Toys dropped another one from their exquisite super. I can't remember, but this is the 19.
This is Biollante 1989.
Yeah.
Yes, this is 1989. This is one of my favorite Godzillas. All right, Hiya, always banging it out. Also, this was a shot across the goddamn bow at fucking Bandai. Like 100%. They had just released their own Biollante for like $150 more a few days before this. And Hiya was just like, bam. And that's what I love about Hiya. You know, I'm not a fan of the MonsterVerse Godzilla design, but when it comes to classic 80s Godzilla and some of the 90s stuff, you know, they're banging it out. You know, and the price to me is more than reasonable because it's huge. It's freaking huge. And it has all the tentacles. I believe it has a lighting effect. I'm not sure. I know the Bandai one alluded to one.
Abby, what are your thoughts on this Biollante?
I mean, for me, it's a sell, though. I mean, I'm not into the whole MonsterVerse thing. At least these type of MonsterVerse, like the Kaiju stuff, I'm not into. But I've heard Hiya does really good stuff, and there's been always back and forth between the Bandai property and versus the Hiya property. And Hiya, again, like, you know, they have a point to prove, just like Storm Marina did, and that's what they're doing right now. They're showing, hey, hold my fucking beer. I could do this too. And I think that's what they're doing right now, and that's great for them. We want more toy companies to compete with each other. That's what it's all about. When more companies compete, we as a consumer win.
Sneaky, what do you got?
Yeah, I mean, I'm with Abby. I'm not a kaiju collector. You know, I'm not like the biggest Godzilla fan, although I do like his movies. But so it's a sell for me personally. But again, for everyone that's into this has to be a buy. Like, not only the
it is a buy. 100% a buy.
Yeah, not only is the detailing great on this, but even those vines, like I know those vines, I saw that these are gonna be like bendy wire too. So that's kind of cool as well. So you know, you can do a little bit more with it. But yeah, the only thing is I did see that price, and I don't know how most collectors, I know Hendo says he's good with the price, but I know it's a little bit more expensive than all the other stuff. So that might be playing a factor for everyone that collects this.
Abby, there's shots. Do you see that? Super K.
Yeah, she's a centerpiece. Like Biollante's a centerpiece. She's never like they're not gonna make like multiple variants of it.
Yeah, not
like you know they might do the rose form, but you know like this is definitely like something for like Godzilla collectors. Like this is what you get for like one of your centerpiece for villains. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm you know the only thing Hiya could do more to like piss on Bandai in my opinion is if they got like the Gamera license. And started making those too.
I think Hiya just needs to focus on getting their human faces right too, though.
So
I think they should stick to monsters because that's where they really got their fame was doing the MonsterVerse Godzillas, and then they got the Toho design licenses.
They're human,
and that's when I stepped in because.
So
Toho.
One thing I want before we move on to the next topic, I want to give a big shout out to Plastic Boy Wonder first super chat of the night. It reminds me there is a goal for 5 super chats tonight because I did create a new asset for super chats. We get 5 super chats tonight. Doesn't matter. I don't think it has a, as long as they're just super chats. That
You saying it's a whole hay penny?
It goes to the goal. So if you guys want to see that, do some more super chats. But let's give him an asset.
Anyone have some change?
That's
the Energon corn dogs are ridiculous.
Right.
Well, let's keep going. We got another
Buying me some Biollante.
$. And then Alice Shill with another $1.99.
There you go.
So we're at 3. We need 2 more. And then, we'll show the vid. And then, well, let's just do one for you guys. Wait, did I not upload it? Oh yeah, I did upload it. Okay, I almost clicked on it. Let's do RC again.
Anyone have some change?
Oh, another one just came in, so we need one more.
Thank you, Sneaky. Thank you, Balance Shield. Appreciate it.
Another one just came in.
We got another one from Plastic Boy Wonder.
Sneaky be loving those Cybertronian curves, man.
Got that 279 super chat. Oh, wrong button. I'm so used to that being there. Let's see. Let's give him a little Kim.
I know you seen me on the video.
True.
I know you found me on the socials too.
True.
Now you're finally here. I got your attention.
Forget all the noise and the random opinions. We're talking bots, heroes, movies all week. Toy news dropping every day you peep. No pressure. Just glad you're hanging around. Super chats and members keep this community strong.
Very
Thank you,
nice.
Plastic Boy Wonder for the 279 Canadian super chat. And Super K. Let's go. Woo! The number 5 gifted or super chat. So we will show the asset. It's a little bit on the long side, but it's fun. So here it is.
Lights go up, chance on fire. You just talk, this dream higher. Super chat, rock the night. Let us bring the hype to life. Super chat, loud. That's what I thought. Best community. Fuck yeah! Welcome to Earth!
In Apollo,
man,
we trust.
So fucking good, man. It's like the evil Superman, but it's Apollo Creed.
Yeah.
Love it.
I appreciate everybody. Thanks for the super chats.
Oh no, I saw him dealing out justice.
Yeah, worth it.
All right. Oh, Plastic Boy Wonder. Nah, not to that one. LOL. I need a cyber ass. All right. So I see what you're a fan of, Plastic Boy Wonder. I'll give you some cyber ass.
Anyone have some change?
Now I feel bad. Kind of recommended Cybertronic Spree to everybody. That lead singer is going to be hearing it from our guys.
Yep. And then we get another one for $1.99. Balashill, appreciate you. Let's see. I'm going to start making some more videos.
I know you seen me on the video.
True.
I know you found me on the socials too.
True.
Now you're finally here. I got your attention.
Forget all the noise and the random opinions. We're talking bots, heroes, movies all week. Toy news dropping every day you peek. No pressure. Just glad you're hanging around. Super chats and members keep this community strong.
Nice.
All right, so back to the subject. Appreciate it. Let's see. Next up, DC Studios are launching 3 new titles, and one of the first ones is called Joker Laugh Riot. Was just announced. Sneaky, I know you're a DC guy. What are your thoughts on what this could be or can't be?
Yeah, so I know we haven't really got too much info on all this stuff. It was more like little small announcements, but it seems like what DC is kind of going towards, they're starting to do more anime style shows, which this is what Laugh Riot is supposed to be, which I'm all in for. You know, I love anime. I love the Suicide Squad Iseki show. It was great. So I'm looking forward to it. And, you know, DC animation, they usually always kill it. Usually you expect bangers versus live action. You know, we won't get there yet, but, you know, you always look forward to the animated stuff. So I'm looking forward to this, you know, especially if it's going to be, you know, very gritty, very violent. It's perfect for Joker.
House, looked like you wanted to say something. What do you got?
Yeah, so historically, as Sneaky was getting to, DC has always banged it out of the park, animation-wise. You know, you go back to Justice League, even Superman, the animated series, with its flaws, it still holds up great nowadays. You know, Teen Titans, but, you know, then they started to, you know, flop. You know, you got Teen Titans Go, and a lot of shit spun off of that. So, like, their recent animation record's been kind of spotty, and, like, we're going to live action later, but it's the same person ahead of it. Like, Future Commandos is kind of cool. The Jiro stuff coming out for Adult Swim, I think his name is. Like, they got like 3 or 4.
Oh, don't bury the lead, House. That stuff's coming up. We only got these 3 right now.
Deduct.
Simmer down. You know, Abby. Don't tell me what to do, Abby.
Yeah, you get deducted. Okay. I'll stick to what. Okay, what 3? Because now I got my head spinning.
The ones we'll be talking about is this one, Crypto, and Batman, Absolute Batman.
Okay. So Joker being an adult themed one, I'm all for. That worked out for Harley Quinn. That worked out for most of the villains. The villains should be more oriented towards us. Batman, I've been kind of checked out in the last animated series. It looked good in the trailer. Let me talk about fucking Crypto.
Hold on. Well, we'll do one at a time.
Okay. So I'll stick to Joker. Okay. Because I got some opinions on Crypto. But so Laugh Riot. So this thing being adult oriented may work. I think they're gonna go in a similar vein they did with the Harley Quinn solo show they did. You know, as in like they're gonna let Joker just be Joker. They might do some deep cuts. I hope they don't try to make him overly sympathetic, like keep him a villain. Like that's one of the things I think's been messing with DC projects lately, is they're trying to make everybody, you know, a justifiable villain instead of just a hero in their own eyes. You know, and I think that needs to be reined back a little bit.
Abby, what are your thoughts on this Joker Laugh Riot? Buy or sell?
I think it's a buy for sure, because again, DC. I read an article recently that DC has kind of realized that their bread and butter is on the anime stuff, and it's not on the live action stuff. And they themselves have understood this, and they're just like, you know what, we're going all in on the anime stuff, and that's what they should, because that's what people like. I mean, their animated movies have been like worlds better, and even shows have been worlds better than their DC stuff. It's been insane, and I mean, more power to them. You know, fucking do something that people will enjoy your product more, and maybe you'll get more fans out of it, right? And that's what we want.
So, and you know what? A prime example for Avi's point, though, is let's look at the Flash movie and the Flashpoint animated film.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. That movie's awesome.
Complete night and day.
Yeah, the animated.
Avi coming from Joker to now Absolute Batman. Are you
I
a
mean,
buy or sell on this?
I mean, I'm a buy too. Again, it's going back to the whole point of the anime stuff, because they can do stuff that's a little bit more adult oriented in some of these things, because it's going to be older fans who watch this. The younger fans may not get HBO and all this other stuff, and they'll be more watching the animated series versus this type of Batman. The fact is, like, the violence. They show a lot of brutal stuff in these anime shows and movies, and it kind of gets raunchy too sometimes, especially watching the Harley Quinn show. And I'm excited for it because it'll be fun.
Sneaky.
Oh, I'm a buy for this. Absolute Batman is absolutely hot right now. Everyone's loving it. But also, what you can get away with in animation versus live action, some things just shouldn't be live action. In my opinion, there's a lot of animes that should never be live action. Like we've seen Dragon Ball, that just doesn't work out because the stuff they do. The stuff they do.
That's on multiple levels.
I just think there's a direction when it comes to live action, and everyone starts going towards kids, especially when the superhero movie, right? It plays a role. That again, like the live action of How to Train Your Dragon, that was fucking good. I enjoyed the movie a lot. I thought it was a great movie, but when it comes to like DC and you're showing violence, you're showing all this stuff, that plays a major role now because superheroes are for kids in a way.
Well, yeah, that too, but also like when you look at the absolute Batman, I mean, Batman is a giant of a monster himself. It might not be able to pull it off in live action very well. And if you've guys seen Absolute Bane, yeah, I don't know if you're just you'd have to do pure CGI for that to come close to what he looks like in the comics. So animation is a perfect medium because you can get the absurdness of the exaggerated sizes. It doesn't matter. I mean, it'll look good on animation no matter what. Plus, along with the violence, sometimes when certain movies are over the top with the violence, it just kind of comes off goofy. But for some reason, in my opinion, it never comes off goofy in animated form.
So
this is a buy.
Last one, Hendo, you wanted to talk about crypto. Lead us
okay,
off.
but real quick on Batman. Batman, specifically in DC animation, has always been better than live action. I know a lot of people like to argue the goddamn movies with like 89, Clooney versus Kilmer, all this shit. All right, but Batman is always excelled in animation because you can't do 90% of Batman stories without a PG to R rating. Like, you can go look back at the original animated series. Like, Batman be dropping people be dying all the time. He's always being very kinetic. It's not like with Superman where you can just be like, he's just superpowered, so bullets just bounce off him. Like, Batman's dealing with like real danger.
I think that's all animated movies in general for DC universe, to be honest with you.
I'm just saying Batman specifically like usually does extremely well in animation. That's why we have 22 different Batman series.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, but I think the DC, again, for me, it's just the DC figured out that, hey, our animated stuff is much better than our live action, and that's what they're going to lean to.
Oh, yeah, and I'm just saying Batman's been their bread and butter in their animation. Like, out of all their animated properties, whenever they put out Batman, that's always been, like, their major breadwinner and their, like, anchor for whatever they're doing.
Batman's their Wolverine, bro, like that, or their Spider-Man, I should say.
Let's move on to crypto because family oriented, right?
Yeah. So crypto, I don't get, like, this is Gunn 100%. I don't get why he wants to do all these solo projects for C, D, and I would argue E tier for crypto, and yet put Superman in ensembles all the time. Like, it's very annoying. Crypto has always been a gimmick character. He's always like a goofy sidekick. He's, the dog with Blue Falcon. He's Scooby-Doo for Superman. Like, it was nice to have him in the movie as like, a quirky kind of Groot kind of like character. But then again, that plays into like the same thing Gunn likes to do in his playbook. We're starting to see more with him in charge of DC. So like crypto to me is just like, this is definitely for kids. Like, if he tries to make an adult angle at all in this, that'd be stupid. So kids will enjoy it. They made a crypto cartoon years ago. It was all right. you know, I gravitated more towards like Teen Titans and Superman and Justice League, though.
I mean, look at the artwork. Like, look at the artwork. That speaks for itself.
Yep.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't nowadays. They be doing some goofy shit.
Sneaky,
Yeah,
I
I mean,
want to make a point.
Yeah, again, you know, this is leaning more towards a sell for me. You know, it's cool. This, like Kendo said, this is more geared for kids. But you know, also the DC the Super Pets movie did really well. So you know that is what I'm thinking that they're kind of leaning toward into and hoping that it's the same success as a series form for the kids. And of course, you know, crypto. You know, it's like Kendo said. You know, this is like their Groot right now. You know, merchandise. That's all they're thinking about too. Merchandise, selling crypto stuff.
So, yeah, 100%.
So Abi, this is our last topic for this round. What finish us off? What are your thoughts?
I mean, I agree that this is more towards kids. Like again, like Super Pets was very towards kids. And dude, my own kid, I watched that movie like 15 times with my kids, both of my kids, and my youngest has a crypto like little dog toy on his bed right now, and it's because that's what they're doing. They're going towards the kids, especially with the pet love, with the dog love, and that's it. And I mean, again, there's no harm in that. You know, you still need kids in this. Again, there's no future for DC if you don't bring in the kids right now.
Good point. Mm-hmm. All right, well, let's move on to our next elimination. So, chat, it's your time to shine. We got vote 1 for Abi, 2 for Sneaky, 3 for House Hendo. House, you are in the lead, but do you got what do you got?
Yeah, chat. You guys already know. I gave you a little teaser. What's to come? I got things to say. I got shit to talk. Like, let's get this shit. And you guys all know you can't give Abi the win on his first show. It's just not appropriate at all.
You, House Hendo.
Sneaky, you quiet, kind of sneaking right there in second place.
Yeah, I mean, again, guys, there's a reason why I'm a 2-time champ and your people's champ. You know, if you guys want to see me go for the triple threat, vote number 2, deuces, NWO for life. Let's go.
Abi, you was getting a little chippy there right there when House was talking shit. What do you got to say?
I mean, listen, this is my debut show. 100% it is. And I only found out like a few hours ago, to be honest with you. So, listen, I'm surprised I made it this far. And fuck yeah, I made it this far. So, thank you guys very much for keeping me alive in this. And I'm looking forward to the next week because, you know, Khalil, I see you in the chat, bro.
Well, Khalil's right. You're trading Bernice's for votes. I see you.
I mean, I'm not, dude. I'm buying Bernice's. I'm not trading these. These are mine, bro. No.
All right. Well, let's end the poll, and it's kind of one-sided. At 63%, Abi.
Thank you, chat. Love you guys.
5 bonus points. So that gives him 61 points. And Sneaky, I'm sorry, it can't be three-time champion.
Not yet, but it will be.
Get out of here, loser team.
Next week.
Chat has power.
It's okay, Sneaky. I'll keep the NWO spirit alive, baby. Let's go.
So that brings us to...
I'm bringing this whole stable down tonight.
The last take.
Damn.
And it's kind of a doozy. If you were paying attention to what we were talking about in buy and sell, it'll make a little sense. But let's... Oh, I forgot to say that. So the last take is DC animation versus DC live action. What
I feel like we just talked about this.
Yeah. We dipped our toes, if you will.
So why has DC animation consistently delivered while DC live action universe continues to struggle? How
because
start it.
Okay. One main key factor into why it's been so consistent is because WB Animation has been the ones in charge for over 30 years. Like it's been one consistent animation studio in charge, where Marvel has had to lease out find licensing, syndication, you know, sell their properties, tell the people to make it. You know, DC under Warner Brothers has been able to keep it all, and so it's usually consistent. You know, in DC also it plays more in, like, Marvel gets gritty. Marvel keeps everything real world locations. Death is very prevalent in it. DC's always been more palatable for a family demographic. So when you do an animation, even when it gets gritty, like in Batman series, it works out a lot better because there's always like a strong morals that, you know, there's always like, you know, no killing has always been like a big moral that has been reinforced in DC, where it's just like arrest them, follow the law kind of deal. You know, so they've had multiple factors, but the animation studio keeping like a tight rein on it has been it.
Abby, what's your first point you like to make?
I mean, realistically, let's just talk numbers, and numbers is what I go by generally. DC knows they're making money off of the animated versus the larger live action stuff. So that's literally what it is. It's DC Studios. Hey, we have something here. We're going to invest more in the animated stuff because, as you can see, they're releasing a shit ton more stuff now animated. Why? Why not do live action? Because live action costs a lot more fucking money. These actors need to be paid. These, again, it's very different when you're making stuff backstage or animators are making stuff and then you have people just doing voiceovers. It's a very different story. Now, again, we're going to go to the topic of AI again, right? They're probably utilizing AI too to help out a lot, and that's really what it is. It's the fact that they're saving money and having a bigger audience, and that's what you want.
Yeah, but this does feel like a kind of like a Buckshare approach. There are like 3 or 4 of these. I am concerned on if they're going to actually get like much traction.
I mean, the fact that they're releasing the lore of, like, I mean, you got Green Lantern down there in the corner. You got Starfire. I mean, like, my kid won't know who Starfire is until he watches that anime. To be honest with you,
yeah.
And then
like,
he's gonna
I think Green Lantern is going to turn out good because the female run of Green Lantern, like a decade and a half ago, was really well done. So a female Green Lantern, if they follow like any bit of the comics as a guideline, not like verbatim, should be decent. So I'm actually looking forward to that one. The Mr. Miracle one, though, is the one I'm just like, that one's going to have to like bring the big guns out because that's a deep cut.
So my next question is for both of you guys. Abby, you can lead it off. Do you think the audience has lost faith in DC films?
I think like Peacemaker, like that's a show, right? That's a live action show, but I think that brought a lot of faith back. But I mean, the movies itself have been kind of a bust, to be honest with you. I mean, even the new Superman. I heard Supergirl did horrible in theater, and I think there's just a lot of. Again, Marvel is dominating the movie world when it comes to live action movies from the superheroes. So instead of competing with it, I would go alternative and start doing the animation, which is what they're doing because that's their bread and butter.
So
I think those in charge of the live action side of DC got too caught up with trying to chase Marvel. And I think that's what like killed a lot of the buzz for Cinematic Universe. They decided not to take their time. They kept trying to rush shit. You know, Avengers is out. We got to build up the Justice League as fast as possible. You know, they did all this kind of, you know, corner cutting within the narrative to try to get the same kind of bombastic box office as Marvel, and it hurt them. They never took a chance. Like, it felt rushed to me, and it felt rushed to a lot of the DC fans. I know that they kept trying to like do these big spectacles without ever like putting in the time for it, and they kept switching.
They wanted Avengers. That's what they wanted, and unfortunately, we didn't get the Avengers. We got the imitators. That's literally what happened.
The thing is, if they had taken their time, they could have made they should have just built it up. They should have just went with Batman, Aquaman, you know, Wonder Woman, you know, Superman. Let them build, do like an actual crossover. Like they start shoehorning stuff retroactively.
I mean,
we all felt that. Like people like Suicide Squad, but that was all a bunch of retroactive. Like let's fill in all these villains into the universe real quick that we've ignored.
Suicide Squad wasn't a good movie, though. It wasn't a good movie. What made the movie was
I didn't like
Margot
it, but I
Robbie.
know a lot of people do.
Margot Robbie made that movie. That was literally just made for her, and she killed that role as Harley Quinn. She played that role really well, in my opinion, but it wasn't a good movie. Now, when it comes to like the Batman, right? The Batman character in was it Batman vs Superman? I really enjoyed that Batman character where he was fucking people up. Like that, those fight scenes were amazing.
Exactly.
I love those fight scenes, and I was like, "Where's this Batman? Where can I find this Batman in the live action somewhere?" And
they couldn't commit to it.
We didn't get it. We didn't get it at all. It's horrible.
Yeah.
But
It is.
listen, like as much as I like the Wonder Woman, right? Like I love the actress Gal Gadot who played Wonder Woman. She's, in my opinion, fine as hell. But she didn't do a good job as Wonder Woman. We needed someone a little bit better who played that role, who was a little bit more out there, and she just didn't do it. But again, I liked her. I think she's hot as hell though.
So
I think they didn't give anybody room to breathe. They kept changing gears on them like midway through, so they seemed like different characters. Like there was too much nonsense going on behind the scenes to rush them out to meet Marvel at the box office. And all the fans felt that. That's why it's always felt flat. It's just like you're just chasing now.
So last
like
question,
they changed gears like 3-4 times already.
So last question, and then we'll wrap this up and throw the vote out for the bonus points. Do you think after 2 movies in the James Gunn, is it 2 movies in the James Gunn universe?
Yeah, it's 2 movies.
Do you think Warner Brothers has learned anything? Or do you think they'll continue with the James Gunn universe?
I think he will get one more movie, and I think they're going to wait to see on these anime projects because, like Creature Commandos, he's a lot of the driving factor between a lot of these. So he has a lot to make up for. Personally, from what I've seen, like business practices of the Ellersons and stuff who are in charge now, they are very big about their bottom line and making their production budgets back plus a profit. Like if he doesn't produces, he'll be out the door. And there'd be nothing I think it's like Sandor or Sandman can really do for him.
Final thoughts on that?
I think they're going to give him more than one movie, to be honest with you. At this point in time, I feel like they've put all their eggs in his basket. So they're going to give him a little time to kind of build it. And he needs that time to build it. Again, this shit doesn't happen instantly, right? Like we're talking each movie takes at least a year apart, right? And then you got the shows coming out too. That's going to be a year apart. And I think he's going to need time to build all of this stuff. I don't think it's going to be successful. I think the anime is where the DC is going to ultimately realize this is where we're going to stick to, and this is where we're going to dominate. And I think that's where they're going to go.
I think James Gunn is stuck in a pattern, and he needs to break that and come at this shit fresh. Because I'm seeing a lot of what I like to call cinematic karaoke in the stuff he's doing in DC, and that's what like hurts Star Trek.
Dude, it's a dartboard. He just throws it and see where it fucking lands.
Like, nothing wrong with liking your tropes and your narrative structures, but you gotta freshen it up, bro.
All right. Well, let's get the chat involved. I already had a poll up: DC animation versus DC live action, which is currently better, and damn near 89%. The chat has went with DC animation.
Yeah,
but that's not the poll we're looking for. The poll we're looking for is who gets the 5 bonus points, and this is for all of the.
This is gonna be better.
So vote 1 for Abby and 2 for House Hendo. Abby, why should the chat vote for you?
I was the last minute sub for tonight. I've never been on the show. This is episode 1 for me. So, again, this was a lot of fun, actually. I really enjoyed it. It was fun debating about stuff, and I'm glad Gibbs lost very early in the round. That made me feel good a little bit because I've heard he's been the biggest heel of all time, and the fact that we were able to eliminate him first, amazing.
House, what do you
Listen, guys, I've been working in this promotion since the early days. I've been doing all the house shows. I've been doing all the pay-per-views. I've been here. All right. The promoter brings in this maverick out of nowhere on this show. They try to take the title shot from me. You guys can't let that fly. Listen, we've had fun with Avi the whole show, but chat, you know the real deal. Who's been working for this belt the most?
Have you won before?
No, I've always made it to the semifinals.
Bro, it's time for a newcomer then, bro. You can't just keep running for the belt.
Yo, see what this is? See, this is a plant, man. He didn't do his time in the territories. He just got brought in by the promoter because he got a good body because he's tall. All right, yo, this is like an El Gante all over again, man. We all saw WCW in the 90s. This promotion is gonna go down the hill if we let this stand. We gotta take it up.
I mean, I don't know how many shots you need at the title, bro. If you're not winning, you're just not winning, bro. It doesn't matter if you win by an inch or by a mile. Winning is winning, right? That's how I look at it too.
Well, Avi's gonna get a receipt after the show, y'all. Just letting you know.
Well, let's end it.
I'm gonna go Rick Rude on Sting action right here. We're going to the side of the road, Abby.
Just don't do that hip thrust on me, bro.
This was really close at 58%. Abby gets the bonus points.
Rigged. It's always rigged.
Thank you, Chad.
And at 78%, or at 78 points, Abby gets the win. So let's see.
I want to highlight one comment here, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm trying to figure out where my mouse went. There it goes. Abby is the Logan Paul of this promotion. I'm excited for this. Was fun. This was a fun night tonight. I enjoyed it, and I had to play my heel because I'm not a heel. I'm not a natural heel. It takes time to work on this, and getting last minute invite to this didn't help. But again, I'm glad I won. I'm glad I took out Gibbs. I mean, how many episodes did Gibbs win? How many episodes?
No! Hey, we're 1-1, damn it.
But next week is the real challenge because I'm looking for.
As the Joe Hendry of this promotion, I will get Logan Paul. I will get Logan Abby fired.
All I gotta say is
Bischoff
we
over
gotta
here.
play dirty, Hendo. We gotta play dirty, brother. See, I'm telling you, man. The racist is what it is. The racist.
All I gotta say is everyone that voted won.
Abby said I wasn't the same kind of brown as him. Let's get him. Cancel him.
Everyone that voted, everyone that voted won in the chat. I know y'all getting Bernice's and Cassius from Abby, right? He said,
No, I got my own before Abby. Okay,
he bribed it.
I'm glad it didn't count because I hit 1 instead of 2 because I was trying to get Hendo to fucking win, but it didn't matter because Abby still won by like 2 votes, so mine didn't matter.
So you're trying
those
to
those were AI bots that Abby brought in from work. Can we get those removed?
We know you figure Fight Club guys stick together. We see how it is. We see how you bring us in as guests in your house and then you shit all over us.
I didn't vote in the chat.
Well,
I did not vote. But again, this is the true test because next week we got Khalil on, and I'm looking forward to debating with Khalil.
Yeah. Well, and
Abby
the funny
McMahon
thing
is correct.
Abby might be the owner and operator of Figure Fight Club, but we're kind
of Russo over there.
Exactly. I don't run this house, bro. This is not my house.
The sneaky around.
So
the Gibbs warrior.
One thing I like the hangout at the end, but is what that's going to be part of the members only show. So I want to incentivize members that the reason why they became a member and people that aren't members to be members. So you guys can do the hang with us at the end of the show. I wanted to kind of give a little bit of taste of that with what we did right here. Guys, the link is in it should be in the private chat. And I will start that up as soon as where to go. We play this. I'd like to thank everybody. We'll see you next week on Well Actually.
Hit the like button, everybody. I see 22.
Happy 250 to everybody who doesn't make it.
Oh, you got a gift. You got a gift. You got a gift.
What? Oh.
If you're from Bosnia, we're not sorry.
Stu for lunch with that gifted member chat. Gifted member chat. Appreciate you, Stu. That went to let's see, PB11B. So let's play him the new channel member.
Say hi, Daddy. Say hi, Daddy. Hi, Daddy.
Whose goddamn white baby is that?
This is your baby, okay? He's just light-skinned. Mm-hmm.
That one might be mine. That one right there. I'm not totally sure. Just because you name him Darren don't mean he belonged to Darren. But I don't care what this baby's name is. This baby is rice-skinned, but not light-skinned. That is a white child. That is Caucasian from the mountains of Caucasus.
I had the same problem with this one.
And on that note,
it's Gibbs' baby.
I just have a quick question for Gibbs. How do you feel right now that you just lost the throne?
I'm sad. You got me sad, dude. I'm sad that I had to lose to a rookie, a damn corpo rookie.
Hey, join us on members only.
Planet, man.
Talent 910 made it collects, yeah, that's the name. From shelves to the screen, still playing the game. If you too dead, better coach your career. If you love collectibles, this where you step. Instagram scrolls, TikTok clips, sex for the talk, Facebook hits, Twitch going live, yeah, we building a base. Community strong, worldwide space. If you rock with the vibe, don't hesitate. Subscribe to the channel, yeah, elevate. Follow, like, share. Let the algorithm spin. Tap the bell, stay live. Let the journey begin. This ain't just toys, it's a culture we see. From plastic to pixels, yeah, we give you the feed. If it dropped, if it leaked, if it wasn't online, we talk it, we break it every single time.